Go on, Rye. How's your year looking?
Yeah, I will. I'll list off as quick as I can. It's funny the bit Dorian said about this year is going to be a big year. Yeah, because I don't know if you guys seen it, but I posted on my story today the um the extracts from our monthly bulletin that we do as a company, and I'll do like a
Yeah, I read it.
director's
It's good.
piece. Yeah, and it's essentially that same sentiment that I remember when I started the business in 2019, and I knew the first project was going to go so well. 2020 was going to be a big year. Then COVID hit, and I just about survived. Then I knew 2021 was going to be a big year. Blah blah. The COVID fallout pulled the banks out of the market, but I still survived. 2022, etc. Putin, Keir Starmer arrives on a
Do you know
dinghy,
what it
all
reminded
that
me
kind
of?
of stuff.
Keir Starmer arrives on a dinghy.
Do you know what it reminded me of, Ryan?
Go on.
I don't know if you know, but there's this gold the treasure hunter, and that found that Spanish shipwreck off the coast of America, and he was searching for decades, and his son died while looking for it. And there's a tagline: every day he woke up and said, "Today's the day."
Today's the day.
Every day.
It's such a true sentiment. Like, if you're a business owner, and the whole point of it was at the end of it, I went and just survived, and what's her name? Rachel Thieves is stealing all our money. I'm at the end of 2025, and I'm looking at 2026. And what am I thinking? Nothing, because I know 2026 is going to be a big year. And the whole point is eternal optimism is what gets you through all the hard shit. It's not the markets are always going to be difficult, and people are always going to be scared, but it's just staying in the game, plugging away, working hard, protecting the downside, but always looking to the upside as the carrot. I think that is the reason that us four in business, we are all optimistic people. We're not cynical people. Whereas there's many cynical people who pull out the game and they go, I'm going to wait, I'm going to time the market, or I'm going to like wean down, or just give up entirely. And obviously, of course, you're not going to win if that's what happens. So yeah, I just thought it was a funny anecdote. In terms of plan for this year, so we've just launched a client portal. The main thing I want to do this year is really stamp um, Beaumont, the Beaumont and Partners name, along with a blue butterfly logo. I want that to be the go-to name for property investors when it comes to, I want to invest in property. That's the first name I think of. The same way when you think of, house builders, you think of Persimmons, Berkeley Group, etc. I want to position the brand in that way and have the best of the best property investment service that we can. Obviously, it's such a big market. No one can corner the market in property investment because no one can deal with trillions and trillions of pounds. There's so much money that goes into it. But we want to try and put ourselves as the best or the most trusted brand in the space. And the way we're doing that now is I spent last year developing the direct point of sales, which is now just crazy. We just got investors coming through all the time. Raised another £1 million yesterday off of a 20-minute phone call because our sales team or our consultants team is now doing all of the legwork in securing the capital. And some of the big ticket players, I'll just step in on a final closing call just to basically sign it off. And then we're bringing a lot of smaller players through, a lot of people with 100 grand, 200 grand, 500 grand. So we've kind of got that on lock, and that's done through the media buying. Now there's this layer above, which has been the vlogs, which we've done since the start of the company, vlogged everything we've done. And that's like our ecosystem layer where it's eternal, it's evergreen content that's always creating touch points of sale with the end user, with the consumer, with the investor. And to give you an anecdote for that, when I got on the call with this client yesterday, I'd never spoken to them before. Neil had done all the legwork with them. I got on the call. The first thing they said, I swear to God, I'm not trying to toot my own trumpet. It's just showing the power of media. Got on the call and they said, wow, it's Ryan. It's like being in the presence of greatness. Obviously saying it in a satirical, charming way because they've been watching the vlog for
Oh, I
like
bet you
4
love
months.
that. I
Oh, it was
bet
great.
you loved
It
it.
was great. I was like, well, don't mind me. But the point being,
Payne,
those
get me
touch
the
points.
coconut oil.
That's his next tattoo. It's going on his ass, that one.
Greatness. But the point being, the power of the media did all the relationship building for me, and I'm not having to do that. And we discussed this way back when we all met, and I said about my idea to like try and do this and create automated sales and capital raising. We've kind of got that sorted. Well, we have that sorted now, the media buying, but the vlogs to me are still very subpar what I want them to be. I want it to be like a TV show every month. So we've completely reformatted what we're doing, and I think it's going to be I think it'll be one of the biggest things I do this year. even though operational stuff will be impactful, setting up the office in London to double down on the capital raising, all of that will be good operational decisions and it will move the needle. But I think if I can get this right on changing it from a weekly vlog that's very kind of passive and just sort of shows things that go on and anecdotes to a monthly documentary piece that really shows, almost like a TV show, like capturing narratives, sit down pieces with staff, a couple investors getting involved, showing projects, showing the ski trip, showing like a lifestyle as well as a business, and the trials and tribulations. I think I can make some of the best property content, which then feeds into that whole become the brand in the space that people know, like, and trust and think of when they come to making an investment decision. So that's my goal for this year, is to really double down on that narrative to position the company in that way, and obviously keep scaling everything else we're doing, and also ground up. I think ground up is a really exciting opportunity that we're sat on. We haven't figured it out yet in terms of what it's exactly going to do, but it's kind of doing it by its own sort of force and attraction and pulling people in. But I think there's a lot we can do with ground up this year, in a similar vein to what I'm trying to do with Beaumont, is that ground up becomes the go-to trusted place for source of information, trusted network and third parties. If it's through ground up, if it's got that accreditation, then it's a valuable resource. And that's obviously how we want to try and position things. So beyond that, operational stuff, I'm excited.